Hello gamers, and welcome to the first ever episode of Indie Rank, where I put your favorite games against each other. I'm your host Like, and as the decade moves past behind us, we here at Indiehub want to remember some of the best indie games ever released in the past decade. Just keep in mind that this list is in no particular order, and we definitely want to hear from you. So if we do end up missing a game that you feel deserves to be some of the greatest indie games of the last decade, go ahead and leave a comment. At number 10 we have Stardew Valley. This is personally one of my favorites, and the one that I constantly find myself going back to playing almost every single week. Stardew Valley gives us a blast to the past and gives us such a nice, peaceful, and casual gaming session that's filled with love, farming, and making huge amounts of money from fishing. Released in 2016, Stardew Valley still receives a good amount of updates, and it's still even better when paired with mod support. Coming in at number 9 is the game that's making such a huge comeback, Minecraft. This beautiful game released in 2009, and it still has one of the biggest populations ever. With more mod pack support than almost any other game, it's no question why Minecraft should be on this list. From countless memes to all the creators who got their start from playing Minecraft, it is such a great game that still receives tons and tons of updates today, with even hundreds of game creators still making such great guides for it to this very day. At number 8 comes the winner of so many awards and one of the greatest memes of all time, Undertale. Made by just a single guy, Undertale will give you all just a kick in the heart. Bringing it back retro to 8-bit graphics, Undertale is coupled with a gorgeous soundtrack and beautiful storytelling that will make your heart melt. With 3 viable play paths, explore as an innocent good soul, trying to do good in a hostile environment, or kill anything in your path, or just anything in between. Oh, and before I forget, watching this video gives you determination. I'm pretty sure some of you guys forgot about this game, but coming in at number 7 is Super Meat Boy. Oh yeah, it's the return of the Meat Boy. If you have ever played through Super Meat Boy, you will know just how frustrating and how difficult it is to make it through a single flipping level. What makes it worse is the more times that you die, the more the level gets stained in your blood. Super Meat Boy is so infamous that we couldn't not have it on our list. At number 6 comes from the same mind that brought you Super Meat Boy, and that is, you guessed it, The Binding of Isaac. With such an iconic face, The Binding of Isaac is such an iconic figure in the face of indie games. Fight your way through with the power of tears and traverse through the procedurally generated dungeons, collecting multiple items and making sure that your cat Guppy gets everything that you own. I'm sure a lot of you want to forget this game, but we at Indiehub never forgot about it, which is the original Slender horror game. Oh yeah, the original Slender horror game gave us so many nightmares and so many good jump scares. Finding 8 pages in the absolute darkness with a glitchy tall man trying to kill you? Man, those were some good times. Slender Man is responsible for so many great horror games out there right now, and is still terrifying to see. Just don't turn around, whatever you do. If you're a super huge arcade fan, then I know that you either love this game or love to hate on this game. Cuphead. With a jazzy OST, make your way through the levels to finally beat the devil. Just remember though that this isn't going to be an easy journey. In fact, I've still yet to beat the devil. It's just so difficult. Watching others slam their controllers on the ground in absolute rage because they can't beat a level is just too funny though. And if you haven't given a Cuphead a playthrough yet, we dare you to beat it without taking a single hit of damage. I'm pretty sure it's impossible. If you're like me, then you love to immerse yourself in such beautiful atmospheric game environments, then I know that you love Firewatch. If you've been on the internet, you've probably already seen some of the beautiful artwork that Campo Santo has made with Firewatch. Couple that with great storytelling, Firewatch is just a game to play whenever you just kinda have spare time. There's no crazy action, there's no crazy cutscenes, the entire experience just kinda makes you feel alone with nature. And you know that this game has an amazing soundtrack. At number 2 is the Stanley Parable. With a fourth wall breaking narrator, you can either choose to play it normally or do exactly the opposite of what the narrator tells you to do, thus breaking the entire game. This game gives you a variety of different play paths that honestly, you just want to explore the entire game. Stanley Parable is just one of those games that you'll never forget. And at number 1 is Journey. For those who don't know, Journey actually got a PC port recently. So now, for those of you who want to experience the greatest journey of the last decade, you can. With beautiful graphics and simple game design coupled with a great soundtrack, it's just a great experience to interact with. There's really not much to say about Journey, you just kind of have to experience it for yourself. And that is going to be the end of today's episode. Do you agree with our list? Would you add any other games to our list? Let us know in the comments below. This was definitely a huge list to go through, and it was really tough narrowing down some of the greatest indie games out there. Also, please make sure that you subscribe to Indiehub and turn on the notifications to make sure that you never miss an episode of Indie Rank. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been the best indie games of the 2009-2019 decade, ranked.